Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race, All-Stars 8, Episode 6. But first things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you ad-free early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. I'd say we're having a lot of fun. I appreciate, in looking back, when we are apart, we still say the same things.
Yeah, right, yeah. We're still in tune.
James shouldn't have been in the bottom.
Oh, no. Lala really should have won that episode. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Lala should have won.
Ugh, Lala really should have won last week. What are we doing?
Well, that's the episode that we're talking about.
That
this
is
episode.
true.
So here we go.
But second things second.
Of course, my God, where am I? Make sure to subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and Letterboxd. We are still this close to 10,000 on Twitter. And we're getting close. I think we're like almost to 1,000 now on TikTok, which, given that I started it a month ago and hardly do anything with it, that's not bad.
Hey!
Yeah, thanks, guys. And also, make sure to click that thumbs up button. Click the little bell. Make sure you get notifications. We have summer camp coming up after RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars.
Oh, boy, do we.
And then we have season 5, which I am actually excited about.
Truly actually excited about. Yes, so we have not rage quit the season.
No.
We're sticking it out.
Yes.
We're hate watching.
Yep.
So enjoy that, and we will try and focus on as positively as we can.
Yeah.
And we're never blaming the queens.
No.
But we are going to discuss production and their flaws.
Correct.
But anyway, the episode begins, and everyone everyone has voted for Kahana. She takes it well.
Yeah.
We got 1 for Kahana, 2 for Kahana, 3 for Kahana, 4 for Kahana, 5 for Kahana.
I think she saw it coming.
I think she's seen the writing on the wall for a while now.
Yeah.
And, we'll talk about next week.
Yep.
The straw that almost broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
This energy ain't it for me.
And we get a little bit of emotion from Jimbo about how, she is...
The pressure of lip syncing, and it's
Lip-syncing,
not
and
what I just froze and I tripped and I...
Yeah. And she is, embarrassed.
I love performing. And somehow I get on that fucking stage and I choke.
Again, the show is finding any way to harm any of the queen's confidences.
Yes.
Whether they're winning or losing.
Yep.
The queen's confidences are being undermined.
Absolutely. So, I don't know, has there been a single mini challenge this entire season?
There must have been. They popped those balloons, but that was really
wasn't-
just to pick teams.
Yeah. It was like a button bag.
The library remains
butt-
closed.
A butt and bag? I like that. It's like a butt apostrophe N. It's like your butt and bag in it, not like a button anyway.
Is it like a little fanny pack?
Ooh, a button bag. Yeah, sure.
Something?
You gotta get your button bag. No, it's the jock strap with the.
Well,
we cut that.
I didn't want to say it because you wanted to keep that private.
Yeah.
But that is what it is.
It is. That's exactly
it's
what
the
you
jock
call
strap
it. With the fanny pack. It's a
Oh.
butt and bag.
But we could cut that.
Well, we just trademark it now.
Okay, we're trademarking it now. The button bag
Yes.
is a jock strap, ass out.
Yeah, with a fanny pack
with a
on
fanny
the side.
pack attached for various
Paraphernalia.
accoutrements. The library remains closed.
Remains.
I don't think they're opening it.
I do
I
not
don't
think-
think it's opening this season.
No.
Which is a shame.
A shame.
But they all walk into the workroom, and there are pictures,
Oh my God,
grand pictures of Joan. That's Faye Dunaway.
Yeah. It really made me laugh.
Well, I just love that James is like, I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
Like, I know my history. That's Faye Dunaway.
It was also, this was crazy to me, where you could really tell who had seen Mommie Dearest or any Joan Crawford movie.
Yeah.
And who had not.
Yeah.
They should do like screenings for them.
Yeah, they should give them a dossier.
Yes.
With an iPad with
Yeah,
full
okay.
of Joan
Everyone
Crawford movies.
watch Mommie Dearest tonight before tomorrow's challenge.
I was wondering if they were gonna reference Torch Song,
Oh.
the musical where she does blackface.
They did not.
They didn't. But if we're digging up all the dirt,
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt.
But again, was it like her choice, or was it like a Louis B. Mayer said you have
I
to
have
do
no
this?
I have no idea, and I'm not blaming Joan,
Yeah,
but just like an interesting relic. Oh, this happened. happened. I just want everyone to know that this happened.
Sure.
But also she has the most fabulous space-aged apartment in that movie.
I love it.
So, like, it's worth watching? Just for the, like, of it all?
Or we could just put the apartment here, and then there you go. Yes, Ru announces that there's a Rusical.
Right. Joan the musical.
And you
the
and I both thought
Joan Rivers. Oh, no. Oh, right. Oh, Joan Cusack? Oh, no. Oh, sorry.
Wow. Really rude to Joan Crawford.
I love Joan Crawford. I just, maybe they just do a Joan musical every year.
Ooh, I love
until
that.
we run out, you know.
Yes.
Joan
it's
Rivers,
just Joan
Cusack, Joan
Collins.
I've run out of Jones.
Joan of Arc.
Yeah!
Anyway.
We'll discuss my issues with this musical and the choices made.
Right.
We'll get there. We'll talk about it. But we find out that Adam Shankman is going to be their choreographer / producer.
But how dare you usurp my authority as producer, director / choreographer of this talent show?
Loved it. Really did.
I did get very angry during the viewing party because they didn't mention that he directed Hocus Pocus, which he did not. I was confused. I conflated him with Kenny Ortega.
Adam Shankman. But you're not going to mention Hocus Pocus?
Gosh.
But then I did discover he did EP Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, okay, great.
So I wasn't
So somewhere in your brain,
totally off.
yeah, they were connected.
But I was like, why are you mentioning all this other stuff? You're not mentioning the fact that he directed Hocus Pocus. Oh, it was my fault. It was my fault. But I did discover that Adam Shankman,
Yeah.
his IMDb was wild.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay, these are the movies that he's directed.
Okay.
Hairspray, the
Right.
new music, sure. Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Sure, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. The Pacifier, that terrible Vin Diesel, I'm a babysitter movie. Yeah, oh yeah, sure, that makes sense. Bringing Down the House.
Oh.
Yeah. A Walk to Remember. And The Wedding Planner.
Oh.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Never would have guessed.
I stand by The Wedding Planner. Great movie.
Yeah,
Bring
and-
Down the House. I stand by it. Not a good movie.
Doesn't.
I don't know if I can say it holds up because I don't know if it was up ever.
I don't think I saw it when it originally.
And I'm like, you know me. Oh, Queen Latifah,
Latifah?
Steve Martin. Yes.
Sign me up.
But no.
Eugene Levy? Is he like the friend or something?
I'd like to dip you in cheese and spread you over a cracker.
Well, you are some kind of freaky.
You got me straight tripping, boo.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Anyway, and then I discovered, speaking of summer camp, which you guys should get excited for,
Yes,
we're doing
please do.
movies that only I enjoyed as a child and are not respected in their current timeline.
Correct.
They do not get the respect that they're entitled
Title
to.
two.
Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
I realized that Adam Shankman choreographed my childhood.
Love it.
Okay, he was the choreographer on Heart and Souls,
Oh my God.
Adam's Family Values, Milk Money, Tank Girl, Casper, Congo, Mrs. Winterbourne, Anastasia. It was a cartoon, but maybe he was a consulting choreographer.
Yeah.
And Almost Heroes, which I'm that should probably be on the summer camp list that only I enjoyed. She's All That. Hey y'all, remember that dance I told you?
Right about now, we're gonna do that dance I taught you. Show me now.
Do you know the monkey?
Okay.
Do you know that step?
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. Wow.
Crazy. Your brain really does go there. Please don't say crazy.
Jesus. Yes. Thank you, Jules.
So multiple Richard Benjamin directed films.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went down an Adam Shankman rabbit hole.
I love that.
And that's
I love that.
my story about
well,
that.
that really is
An incentive to join summer camp?
To join summer camp.
Yeah.
Get on that because it's going to be exciting.
Anyway, Adam Shankman has shown up. I
Yes.
was so excited. Oh my God, an actual person with a skill and a talent that they
And
can...
sass,
And sass.
but also constructive sass.
Constructive sass.
There. I'm too freaking old. Don't let me kick higher than you.
Okay, T.
Who can come in and help the queens do better.
Yeah.
And achieve.
I love that.
I was so excited.
Yes.
And then Leland and Palmer, no.
Leland? That's not Leland.
Leland and Paul. Leland and...
Well, Leland Palmer is an actress. Anyway, Leland and Man Behind Desk.
It's time to record our vocals with Leland, and I am excited.
They're always fairly constructive and good.
Yes,
I like
yes,
that.
like-
Much better than Michelle.
Right. No, they help you find the note girl. Like,
Yeah.
they, they'll do it. They'll do the work.
So I thought this was very well produced.
Yes.
It seems to be one on, one off with this season. Yeah. We really put in the effort. Oh, we didn't care.
Yeah.
Next week is a testament to this theory. But everyone's picking their parts and figuring all of that stuff out.
You mean you don't have another option? Like, you don't just get to say, this is mine, and I don't have another option.
That's the one I want.
Well, what you want to do is not necessarily what you're gonna do.
Go.
Because Jessica is gonna bring them the ass.
Oh my God.
Bring me the axe.
And not ass.
Bring me the
ass.
The ass. The ass. Ask.
Somebody bring me the axe.
Ass.
I mean, I
Axe?
kind of am here for a version of the song.
Bring me the ass.
Yeah.
Axe. Axe. Is axe right? Bring me the axe.
Well, and I was wondering, so at some point, Alexis is like,
I've been in Oklahoma twice. I got this.
the place or the musical? You know what I mean?
I've been in Oklahoma twice. I got this.
Been there or been attended the musical or was
Knowing
in said
her, I
musical?
think she was in said musical twice.
No, I know. I just was like, ooh, that's fun. Does it have an exclamation point or no?
Right.
Is it just regular?
Oklahoma.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in Missouri.
But I also have been in Oklahoma.
Okay, great. I love
In
that.
elementary school.
You know, I played Eliza in high school.
I bet you were lovely.
Who were you?
Girl in chorus in background.
Great. Love it.
With outfit.
Love it.
Who was the tallest, so she got to be in the middle.
I love that.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So we start to hear all the parts, hear all the songs.
Yeah.
And I started to realize that this really wasn't Joan the Rusical, but Mommie Dearest the Rusical.
Mostly.
Which is different and weird.
Right. We have Bring Me the Axe. This Ain't My First Rodeo.
No
Mommie
more
Dearest.
no more wire hangers.
No more wire hangers. So 4 of the 6 or 7. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because Mommie Dearest does have such a...
Heavy.
It's like...
A Paul.
It's so complicated.
Sure.
And so many revelations and layers of things and now we feel about it this way, now we feel about it this way, now this,
Well,
and it's sort of been reappropriated and
yeah.
now it's become this and it was an amalgamation of that and
Yeah.
then there's so many factors.
Sure.
And there wasn't one mention of Faye Dunaway,
No.
which is rude.
Which is also just so weird because that's
That's what they're doing. They're not doing Joan. They're
No.
doing Faye Dunaway doing Joan.
Right.
In Mommie Dearest. So
Right.
it was all like bizarre.
And also, like, there is such camp that you could do of hagsploitation. Like, you could have done. That's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
That's not.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Yeah.
Yes. Like whatever happened to Baby Jane was just like a little brief,
Yeah.
mention. It was like, here's the wheelchair, and she's out of the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Where you could.
I mean, they did. I was excited that they even had a brief reference to Trog. Trog. Trog.
First,
Please say they have
I wanna
Trog.
be full-side Joan.
with composer.
You say James
Leland.
plays her in Trog. I was happy about it.
Yeah, it was less feud Betty versus Joan and more Mommie Dearest.
Yeah.
Like, right, they brought in Christina. Why couldn't that same woman that we have no idea who she was?
She popped on. I went, "Who is this? Amy Rossa?" I was like, "What's going on?"
Put her in some whatever happened to Baby Jane.
She was
makeup.
later.
Oh, she was.
But it wasn't.
But you're Blanche.
It wasn't a moment.
Right.
You know, they didn't have her accepting the Oscar for Anne
Right.
Bancroft.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't. It wasn't a Joan Crawford musical. It was a Mommie Dearest musical. Anyway, it's complicated.
Sure.
It's complicated.
A movie that you still have not finished. It's complicated.
Oh no, I have not seen the last 3 minutes of It's Complicated, whatever it was.
I love that you were that close.
It was close. It was under 5. It was 5 or under minutes left. And I still don't know if she ended up with Alec Baldwin or Steve Martin. I don't want to know. Don't comment. I don't want to know. I like that the mystery's live because I hated that movie so much that I said, I don't fucking care. Turn
But
this
that
shit
kitchen
off.
was great.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
The croissant making scene was great.
Yes, yes.
But
anyway, quick commercial break.
Right, yes.
And we will be back with the Rusical.
Meryl, the Rusical?
Ooh, into it.
Yeah.
Lots to work from.
Lots to work with. I would like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd probably be just mostly Devil Wears Prada. If
I
this
went
is
to
any
like,
indication.
someone who was going to give him a Silkwood shower and Cher can be there.
Oh, I love that.
Like Postcards from the Edge and like all
Kramer
kinds
versus
of
Kramer.
Ooh, dark. Sophie's Choice.
I was just going to say Sophie's Choice. Where's that musical number?
Just to pick between two wigs. What do I do? Who should I pick? Ru comes down the runway in this like
robot
Gaia, from Captain Planet. She really looked like her body had become independent from her head.
Sure.
And it was,
yes.
It
was very like robotic to me. Just like
I don't think she could move.
I don't think so. So Joan the Rusical. First up, Kahana.
The unauthorized
of course.
Rusical.
Well, she's dead. She can't authorize it.
If I was a producer or writer or someone involved with Mommie Dearest or Faye Dunaway, I would say, give me that fucking check.
Sure. So up first, Kahana. This was fine.
All things considered, the bar was high.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I thought she, had energy.
Yep.
Hit her marks. Was pretty good.
Yeah, her lip sync was a little...
The lip sync was a little bit, I'll just do my mouth as low as possible, and then you won't be able to tell if I am actually getting the words right.
And good recognition up there on the screen. The rain.
This was good. It was not bad, but...
I would put it in the bottom.
Of this group?
Of this group, 100%. Just because of the way that it shook. But you're right.
But
overall,
nobody
everyone was really good.
Bad.
No.
Next out was James Mansfield as Mommie Dearest.
Mommie Dearest.
Mommie Dearest.
I really, really, really liked this and thought it was great. It was certainly the slowest.
It
had
song
the most...
itself was slow and sultry or whatever.
Right. It had the most sort of character options. She had to really perform. If you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I'm singing.
It was less dancey
song.
And more like here I am acting this piece.
It was much more acting involved, and I thought she nailed it and did a great job.
And make you eat red meat to show I care. Vitamins!
I do wish, though, that Christina had grass stains on her little Easter outfit.
I have a grass stain.
Oh, darling, that will never show.
Actually, Miss Crawford, it might read.
That face! Exactly!
Oh, it won't show. Ooh, if someone had been in the, mauve shower.
Oh,
yes. Whatever, the rose pink shower.
Yeah, I mean, production numbers, I don't think
I know.
I mean, I wanted someone in the bathrobe with the shoulder pads.
I do wish, well, so speaking of, next up was Candy in No More Wire Hangers.
Yes.
And, I get it. That sort of silk robe is the one in the movie, but I would have appreciated if there had been a bit more shoulder pads in Candy's robe.
I would have, yes.
I think it would have elevated, given it more structure, because
I agree.
This look was a mess.
Yeah.
And, that's not Candy's fault necessarily, but like the wig was a mess. Like it could have had more structure and stayed a little better.
I guess at the end of the I Will Always Beat You, well, that's not... But at the end of the wire hangers, right, she is more messy.
More messy.
But at the beginning...
I just think if we're doing a performance and it's,
you have to drag it up.
Drag it up and just make it a little more of a look instead of messy. What is this? So,
have the hair be crazy, but like
coiffed.
Big and yes.
It was all in her face.
Intentionally stylized crazy.
Again, I don't know who made these choices. I'm just saying this for me was the least successful look.
Visually, yeah.
But anyway, No More Wire Hangers.
Yeah.
Giant.
This was a great song.
Oversized. Well, the disco hits are always the bops.
Always the bops.
No more wire hangers.
I would like to hear Grace Jones's version of this song.
Oh, yes. Yes.
One, leather, just that kind of like, no more wire hangers.
Yeah.
It would have been good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pull up to the bump, baby. No more wire hangers.
I would like that a lot, actually. Yeah.
Into it. Yeah.
But anyway,
this was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Candy, the silly dancing,
had a lot of energy, and
she worked those giant hangers.
She worked those giant wire hangers. I still didn't. For me, this was safe. I did not think this, compared to when we have the whole ooze.
The whole ooze, I would put it as like top safe. safe top, whatever that, I don't know.
Gotta stay safe.
Yes.
Next out, Jessica as Bring Me the Ass. And this was unhinged, and I loved it. Every little thing every morsel she could get with her mouth, with her face, with this, with that, and everything was so theatrical and over the top. That was the thing. I don't know if Candy was theatrical.
No.
Which were like,
splitting hairs.
Nitpicking here and there. But
whereas, like, obviously, Alexis Michelle, very theatrical.
Very theatrical.
And James, very theatrical.
What's the brief?
Right.
What exactly are we going for?
Right.
And for me, the theatrical ones were the more successful ones.
Sure.
And so Jessica with this bejeweled axe and the potted plant hats and
the tossing. I wish one of the dancers had pulled a glove off with rose petals. They were just
or pulled their wigs off.
This was great. I really liked this number. I would put this one in the top.
This was. Jessica and Lala were my two tops this week.
So then next, oh my God, Lala Ree, and this was great.
This Mildred Pierce Vogue
number.
Again, so theatrical.
Thoughts are born to deceive.
Everything she could do with the eyes, which was such a Joan thing. The eyelashes, everything.
Yeah.
And all of the choreography was so perfect.
Slap her, stop. Let's go, Joan.
Hers was the best dancing, the most pinpoint on to the choreography, timing.
She had choreography, theatricality, a good song, and a good look.
Yeah. And the lip sync was on.
And the lip sync was on point. She served everything. She absolutely should have won.
100%.
Especially when we get to the runway.
I can't agree more with you.
Yes.
On this point.
Great.
Next out, Alexis Bledel.
Alexis Bledel.
Tuck everlasting.
Alexis Michelle.
Tuck everlasting.
Is that a good drag name?
Tuck everlasting?
No. I like it. That's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Huck everlasting? You're like a sprite?
It's like
Midsummer Night's Dream? I don't know.
Midsommar Night's Dream.
Oh.
Now
I'm into that.
Right?
Yeah.
Ari Aster's production of
Midsummer
Night's Dream.
Oh boy.
Alexis Michelle comes out as another.
Now I can only, from now on it's
Alexis
just
Michelle.
Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Bledel. Tuck everlasting.
Comes out in yet another Mommie Dearest.
Yep. This ain't my first rodeo.
This ain't my first rodeo. Don't fuck with me, fellas.
Yeah.
No, did they say 51% of this?
No.
And this bitch of a bearing wall. They didn't do that either.
Tear down that bitch of a bearing wall and put a window where it ought to be.
You can't do it all. I got it. This was certainly the most difficult of the songs, of the lip syncs, of the singing. It had the most words.
Yes.
Are you suits all in cahoots? Don't try and kick me off the board. Not so fast, you sneaky bastards. That's a fight you can't afford.
I thought Alexis did a great job, but there was some, there was a 10% panic.
A little bit.
Oh my God. And, power to her. This was tough.
Yes.
But I think that's why she wasn't. I think I actually probably would have put her over Candy, if I'm being honest. I think
because of the technicality
of all of it.
Candy, aside from a kick twirl,
yeah,
she mostly just stood in one place and waved a wire hanger around.
Yeah.
And then slapped someone's ass with a wire hanger.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that wire hanger did the heavy lifting.
It did the heavy lifting. Whereas Alexis Michelle had she's do-si-doing across the whole stage.
Yeah.
She's doing 1 million words a minute. I don't know. She's talented. I just don't know if competition is the place for her, as she will later say.
Sometimes I question if a competition setting is really a place for me.
Anyway, last up, Jimbo.
Yes.
With the hagsploitation.
Mostly whatever happened to Baby Jane. I mean, that was what the look was.
The look was, right. She started in the wheelchair.
I was just excited that they even thought to reference Trog.
There you go.
I was like,
well, and then she has this silly dance number with him. Yeah.
Please, Trog.
This one I thought
was bad. Not bad, but it was
wasn't great. I don't
no.
know. I didn't think that Jimbo really gave it in the choreography.
There was a low energy to it.
But it's a tentativeness. She's tentative about choreography and
Maybe
certain things.
Right,
and,
like lip syncing. That would that makes sense.
And so I didn't think this was bad, but I certainly did not think it was safe. I think Kahana and Jimbo for me would have been in the bottom.
I agree.
And there's so much more to do, and this is not on Jimbo, this is more on the production, with this category. Let's spend a whole 5 minutes on this hagploitation section where we're talking about all of my favorite terrible, god-awful Joan Crawford movies. I would be into it.
But no, she was in Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte.
She was not in Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte.
Okay.
That was Levita Havilland. Joan was supposed to be in Hush Hush.
That's what it was. That's right.
And then things imploded and whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Hush 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 hush.
Hush,
That's
hush,
some
hush,
kind
hush.
of drug you've been giving her.
That's some kind of drug that you've been giving her. You've been making her act the way she's been.
Now, Agnes the musical.
Oh, I am
Rusical.
here
Agnes
for
the
Agnes
Rusical.
the Rusical.
I would be very into
yes.
Agnes Moorehead?
Also, I feel like this show has a gaping hole specifically around Auntie Mame and Rosalind Russell.
Gaping hole.
And especially...
Gypsy. I mean, speaking of Rosalind Russell.
Yes.
You know.
And also, though, because Rue loves B. Arthur. I mean, who doesn't? But, like, because...
Mame. We're not going to talk about it.
Light the candle. Get the ice out.
Well,
You've seen Mame, right?
No.
Oof.
But I've seen clips.
Oof. B. Arthur's great.
If I kept my hair natural like yours, I'd be bald.
But Lucille.
Each time that a critic has written, your voice is the voice of a frog. Straight to your side to defend you, I rush.
But why wasn't... Have you seen the clips with Angela Lansbury?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, why didn't we get that movie?
It was...
And now I wish we had it.
I'll spot out for somebody. Well, tell you how rotten you are.
I don't know who I would necessarily cast. We could figure it out.
If they redid Mame.
I want to redo Mame now.
As a movie or a musical?
As a
like a
movie
Broadway
musical.
You
could do both.
Stage or
Start
screen?
with the stage and then you bring it to the screen.
Okay.
That's too long. It's going to take too long.
I want
need it now. I need... You know who I would actually put in it? Gilded Age.
Coons? Carrie Coons?
Carrie Coon, yes.
Christine Baranski.
Well, yes, Christine. I mean, all of the cast, of course.
Audrey McDonald.
Always Audrey McDonald. No, but actually...
Cynthia Nixon?
No.
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 Who else is in it that I missed? Nathan Lane as Auntie Mame.
But I would put him in there.
Okay, we've rewritten it, and now Auntie Mame is a fabulous gay uncle who does drag.
Okay.
I would watch.
Yes.
Would watch.
Oh, you're Auntie Mame. That's the drag name.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Not mad. Would watch. However,
Yeah.
I would also just be down for Mame reproduction. Why can't... I want to say Joanne...
Worley.
No, but here for it too.
Can you hum a few bars?
Hum.
Sing.
If I loved you.
It's right here and I can't think of it. I just want to say Joanne Lumley.
Kenny Ortega?
No.
Sort of here for this Auntie Mame Nathan Lane reboot.
Yes.
I'm not mad.
I mean, it's basically just Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello.
Hello.
Not mad at it.
Not mad. Oh, this child is orphaned and taken in by their gunkle.
Right.
And who's a drag performer. And
on vaudeville or in, still in the past,
yes.
I feel like.
Okay, yeah.
Not present day.
No. Make it a little older.
And they have to...
they learn about life.
Yeah.
Through their chosen family. Their gunkle and their chosen family.
I really don't love...
You don't like gunkle?
I don't like how it sounds. Like it's like ugly.
It's gunky.
Yeah, I don't enjoy
I get that.
like the gunkle.
Fair.
I don't like it. Yes. Here for this idea.
Here for it.
Anyway.
Trademarked as well.
It's trademarked as well.
Donna Murphy.
Oh my God, of course.
Oh my God, of course.
She's great.
Great.
And I feel like she gives the vibe.
Yeah.
I think she has what I would want in a Mame.
But anyway.
Quick commercial break.
A quick one.
And we'll be back with Grace Jones.
Oof.
Well,
I
not
wish.
really. Yeah, I wish. I
Ugh.
do wish.
It was a black and white polka dot dildo.
Shucking oysters.
Yes, I love that.
That would have been
just like
my Grace Jones
super
look,
deep
just
cut,
like-
but just like dressing room Grace Jones shucking her own
oysters,
oysters
yeah.
with champagne.
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
Ooh, I have to tell you a secret, though, about me.
Oh, tell me a secret about you, Grace.
I like to chuck my own oysters.
Can I get you to drink? Do you want
Pour it.
pour it?
What
Okay,
is
I'll
it?
just
Just pour it.
So, category is Night of 1,000 Grace Joneses?
Joneses.
Yeah.
Keeping up with the
Keeping up with the Grace Joneses.
On paper,
Love this.
I'm excited.
Galactic Treasure.
Galactic Treasure, Grace Jones. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But in actuality, nobody is Grace Jones.
What did you just say?
Is this really Grace Jones?
Well,
No, Bob, it really,
don't
really
insult
is.
me.
She's an other.
Yes, she is a galactic. She's. Yeah.
And she's not super drag-y.
No.
It's like Cher or something where like
Right.
you can really transform. Like she's just Grace Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it.
Before God, there was grace.
Oh my God.
And she spoke, let there be God.
But it's also like you could literally take the outfit and put it on someone else.
And it wouldn't work.
And it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It's
There's
like
something.
that's not bad. Like, oh yeah, sure, but it doesn't quite have that
There's an
yes.
I don't know how to explain it. Like there's an ineffable
It's that it factor.
and so
More than Cher, more than like most people that I can think of.
I don't
Where it's just like
yeah.
so original
Yeah.
and fabulous and
Yeah.
iconic and just oh my god.
All of it.
The fact that I just saw her a month ago
Yeah.
at 80 years old or 78 I think she is hula hooping goddamn
The
still
fact that there was not one hula hoop on this runway.
homophobic.
And don't you tell me that it has to be a approved image to have a hula hoop on this runway. There
because
was
it was in
It was in that Getty image. The fact that there was not one hula hoop. It was truly. It was bullshit.
It was bullshit.
Bull.
I was mad.
Yeah.
And I don't like these runways traditionally
agree.
because again they have to go by Getty images,
Right,
whatever. Because I was
apparently.
going, oh my god, is someone gonna do her look from Vamp? Like the white, the painted, with the red wig, and they're like, yes.
Also, what is that? What does she keep saying?
Oh, in Boomerang.
Pussy, pussy.
You are going to turn down a pussy like this. Pussy! Pussy! Puss, puss, pussy!
That's more of an audio.
I guess, yeah.
But like, yes, if somebody was just dressed like a cat. Pussy, 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 pussy,
Pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, oh, pussy.
Nobody did Mayday from View to a Kill. Her Bond girl.
Right. Well, that's
Some-
from a movie, so they couldn't do
I
it.
know, but that's why I don't like these.
I know, I get
But
it.
anyway.
Anyway, first up, Kahana.
Kahana.
And I did not care for this.
Well, no, it was like what you ordered online and what you got. It was like.
No, I understood that she was trying to reinterpret it for herself, right?
Hmm.
Her aesthetic, which is just, I guess, Vegas showgirl.
Even though I am channeling Grace Jones, this look is very showgirl.
The helmet was really giving like Mega Man villain or like Magneto.
Oh, it was Magneto.
Like
it was.
bedazzled showgirl Magneto.
Yes.
Vibes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This lost too much of the original for me.
The structure.
The
and
latex.
The shapes.
And the shapes, the
and
simplicity.
The hula hoop.
Well. Also,
I'm still
why
mad.
did no one have that fabulous suit with the bones?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Or just come
You
out
could have
naked.
It glow.
Like
oh.
honestly, Kahana should have been that picture with the. Just be like, I'm just that. That's what I am.
Yeah. You know what else I would have loved? Grace Jones on Pee Wee Herman.
Grace Jones.
I don't know if you can. like
distill
again,
that.
It's just Grace fucking Jones. Like I don't know. I don't know.
I wish also that Shea Coulee had been here because I think of any contestant on this entire series.
If anyone could really recreate that sort of.
Yeah, you don't have that.
You're missing that.
You're missing that.
You're missing that.
The whole runway was. You're missing that.
Oh yes, my pussy is on fire.
But yes, if anyone could, it would be Shea Coulee.
Yeah. So the next is James, which I thought this was fun. It was an interesting take.
It was certainly the look James would do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like it was like this silly, campy foxtail pelt.
She looked like Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, and I was into it.
It's like Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog and that Gaga look with all the Kermits. There was so many Tails.
Yes,
like,
there was
so
many.
A litter.
Yeah.
It was like a whole,
It was 101 Dalmatians. It was
of Tails, yeah. She brought the hood, because we didn't get a lot of hoods, which I was surprised by as well. I liked this. I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I think could have been a little bit better fit and finish on some of the parts of it, but for the most part, I thought it was a fun, successful look.
I wasn't mad at the silhouette. They were like, we don't like it, blah, blah, blah.
Well, Michelle doesn't like anything. I just can't.
It still didn't have that.
It wasn't Grace Jones,
but
it was James doing Grace Jones.
It was the closest James could have gotten to Grace Jones
as
possible. So there you go.
Yeah.
You're missing that.
Next out, Candy Muse in this. This felt like 90s. Like I don't know where this Grace Jones look is actually from, but it felt 90s. I went to Office Max and got creative binders with exclamation points and grids, and it had that the color scheme.
The color scheme was late 80s, early 90s.
I don't know, it was like school supplies 90s version, fashion-wise. I'm not even complaining, but something about the palette and the colors was like bringing me back.
I thought this was good.
Yeah,
I thought this was really good. I liked that she made the exclamation point into a K.
Into a K, very fun, very fun.
Cute, smart, clever. I don't care for that there was no...
Well, it was a big black hole in the middle.
Well, the inspiration image, right? You see Grace, she has this big column.
It's like a podium.
A big black,
it looks like she brought a podium with her.
Giving a speech, yeah. But then you have this visually, this long column that really elongates and makes her feel statuesque.
Yeah.
And Candy's, it's like, what happened to your undergarment? Like, why do I see your crotch again? And maybe that's just her thing.
The way that it was placed, I think, could have been more interesting instead of. I don't know why there was a gaping hole in the middle.
But otherwise, I really like this.
Yeah, I love the Fascinator.
Oh yeah.
I was really into it.
Yeah. So then next, Jessica Wilde, and this was okay.
Tight satin?
Tight satin? No human being should wear tight satin.
She added the eyelet ties.
Yeah.
Because she likes them, and you know what? Good for you, bitch. I love that.
I liked this. I thought it was like a Jessica's version of it. I think obviously Grace Jones's color and fabric was more interesting.
Sure.
But she had the hood.
She had the hood
and the wig. I was really into it. I liked this a lot.
Yeah.
It was still.
You're missing that.
No, it did not have the. Yeah, no.
No one did.
No one did. Maybe La La Ree.
It was the closest.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't.
It still wasn't quite.
It still wasn't quite.
He has a twin, Hans and Dolph. Dolph.
You mean you were going
with
both brothers?
Both of them, yeah. Well, I mean, come on, somebody that looks like this. But if you look like that and you have a twin, you don't want anyone else to have the twin.
Next out, La La Ree
Yeah.
in Studio 54, Moonface, giant bow, Grace Jones. I thought this was great.
I thought this was great. I don't understand them and their critiques.
You have the physique to do Grace Jones, so we were wanting one of the iconic ones.
We wanted you to do a more iconic look.
You picked such a deep cut. This wasn't the look that we thought you would do, so you're not going to win now.
I was very confused by that.
What?
Very strange. But she had the glasses, she had the tood. I liked this a lot. I thought it was great.
It was great. It had a good fit and finish. It looked... I liked it.
I was into it.
Yeah.
Maybe she could have held the Moonface a little longer to really sell the garment.
Sure,
I don't know, but
sure.
But that's what are we doing?
The giant bow, yeah, into it. So then next up, Alexis Michelle. And
Good, excited about this.
Yeah. In this, I said she looked like she was in Mortal Kombat.
It was a bit, Raiden, Mortal Kombat. This didn't fit.
It was too big.
It was too big and long, and the proportions weren't right.
Yeah.
And it was all right. It was fine.
It was fine.
But
it certainly did not have the.
Certainly not.
No.
You're missing that.
Last out, Jimbo I loved this wig hat.
Yes. Oh my God.
Really
yes.
into this wig hat.
Yes.
I would say more wig hats, please. I would really, I like it a lot. I liked the look.
Yeah.
Again, it didn't have that, that thing. Not quite.
No.
But it looked really expensive and good, and it was different for Jimbo.
Sure. Yes.
I liked it.
I thought that her titties, ironically, were too small.
I think they were too close.
Too close, but also like the circles just could have been a little bigger. Give me a bigger cup.
Cross-eyed and something.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Candy Muse wins.
Should have been Lala.
Lala should have won, but Candy wins, and James and Kahana are in the bottom because they didn't like James's look was an A-.
Not even. It was Shell. It wasn't an A+, but it was just below that. I'm like, so an A?
We have to move on because I don't want to talk about this anymore. But I wouldn't have put James in the bottom, but here we are.
Yep.
And our lip sync assassin.
Reveal yourself, Angie.
It's Angie. Loved this wig.
Yes.
Loved it. And they lip sync to I'm Not Perfect, But I'm Perfect for You by Grace Jones. I don't know if I would have picked this song.
Of all of the Grace Jones.
Of the Grace Jones songs. I don't know if this is the one.
Now also, for this, if someone just started hula hooping.
Look, it is honestly unacceptable that there was not one hula hoop. Like if someone had just attached it, it doesn't even have to move.
No.
I've like
suspended in motion.
Yeah.
Every time I go on my balcony, my neighbor comes at me, does this.
I thought this lip sync was
good.
Good.
I thought it was pretty close.
I spent a long time trying to figure out what these pasties were, and then it turns out it was two halves of a broken heart on Candy's tits that were coming out.
Gotcha.
Candy, whenever you hook up with guys, do they ever slap your titties around?
They love.
Candy did leaves a lot of her stank on the.
Yes, she did.
Right down on that.
I love that everyone's pointing out. Oh, she learned from Aja. Yes.
Oh yeah. But no, it was pretty close. But it wasn't. It was not much to write home about. Again, I don't know if this is the song I would have picked.
I agree with that.
But
pull up to the bumper.
Oh my God. Candy wins, and she sends James home. I am sad.
Very sad. And then we find out next week
that everyone else voted for her too. I don't know. Something must have been going on.
Yeah. I don't know what that was all about. I did not watch Untucked, and I don't care to.
If we're judging All-Stars by the rules and who's playing the Survivor game the best, Candy should win.
Absolutely.
That's not what I want or care for.
No.
But if that's how we're judging it, then Candy is the winner of the season.
Right. People are petitioning. They're saying there should be a Big Mother show. RuPaul's Big Mother instead of Big Brother.
Sure.
And I'm like, great. Take it out of All-Stars and put it into that. I will not watch that show because it's not for me.
It's not for me.
But that's
per
fine. For everyone who is into that, great, go watch that.
Yeah.
I don't want it in All-Stars.
No.
I don't want it tainting everything where no one is having fun and everyone wants to go home.
Oh, I just want to be a drag queen that has fun, honey, and just live my best life, Lord.
But yes, I'm very sad to see James go.
Very.
And,
James, for the Fame game.
Yeah, definitely James for the Fame game. So anyway, cheers to James.
To James Mansfield.
And Joan Crawford and Faye Dunaway.
Christina! Christopher! Damn it!
Damn it!
Damn